No. Man, I can even see the little animals that played in it. I think his name was Kipper. Kipper. Okay, but anyway. Now, this is Aleister Crowley. Who is Aleister Crowley? He is the happy man. See, Aleister Crowley even introduced the word happy to people to keep you happy. You know, most people say, oh, I am so happy to be here today, you know? And they are happy to be where they are. But even when you say, I'm happy to be here today in this world, why? Why? Why when you say, I am happy to be in this world, it gives you such a certain feeling. Think about it the next time you say you are happy. And then they come out with a song, cause I'm happy. Then there's some shit. I don't know he says happy. I hate that sound. I hate that song. And then later, someone gives me information and say that nigga is gay. I say yes. He sings the song. He's so too happy. So that was Crowley's happy man. And Kipfer. See, I did this a long time ago, and I'm sure I possibly even had a book, or he was written in the book I was writing. Those books are gone now. I'll never see them again. Since this dictionary went up, it has benefited from the suggestions. United States again, they are not going too high. And this is the actions of suggest. And there's United States again. You can go United States here, United States there, United States there. Of dozens. That is the 12. Because they cannot go further than 12. So it's only dozens of people I have never met. Yes, there's your ET. You know, from around the world. Check this out. Tremendous. There you go again. See, men and us. They just keep it everywhere, and they keep this too. They even put themselves in appreciation. And that is possibly the only time you will find CIA like this. And it is a good word. A good word. You have rat also. Because this is the English language, and these are the motherfuckers who changed this shit. However, appreciation to all of you. And I do have appreciation to all of them. Now, I want to show you the big man of China. What is this language? I can ask my son, what is this language? And he can say, oh, that's Chinese, oh, that's Japanese, or that's Vietnamese, until I get him in front of someone. But then there's just a few that he knows. He doesn't know them all in front of people. But he knows Chinese, and he knows Japanese, he probably Vietnamese. I mean, my son knows this kind of stuff. Because this is he comes from this, and that is his past life, another story. Now it says the brand new official online etymology dictionary, APP for CHI, child, your life, INA. My name is BITINA. I know these are my people, but we were not China. We were Moabites, and we lived in Asia, and they came and they conquered our people. And once my people, Asia, all the Moabites, and even the Ammonites, who are the Japanese today, we all were melanated people. And we had different tones of melanin, just like my people do today. Judah had different tones of melanin. Egyptians had different tones of melanin. Kenya had different tones of melanin. We all had different tones of melanin. But we were melanated. There's different tones, but still melanated. Whether you were high yellow piss color, or you were blacker than purple or blue. We all still were melanated. Once, my children say for me to say Asian because ching ching means that I am being prejudiced. Wow. I'm a CHEMtrailS. So I'm a CHEMtrailS. I call myself CHEMtrailS. Well, I was called a CHEMtrailS when I was little in school, in first grade. Wow. When I said that, my camera said 58, so I know I'm telling the truth. Well, I know any fucking way, but I just like when numbers help. So, the children in school, when I was in first grade, the children in school would call me CHEMtrailS. They would sing a song. I don't know if it was first grade, but all through school. I didn't even eat cheese for a long time. I was like maybe in my 30s when I began back to eat cheese, because they would say anytime I eat cheese, they would call me a Chinese. You see what I'm saying? So even then, I was associated with them. And then when I got older, there was a brother who introduced to me Bob Marley. I had never ever heard a Jamaican song before, and it was Bob Marley. I did that song because, well, that's another story. I don't want to go down that road. But anyway, he said, I look like a Mongolian. I said, Mongolian? What is a Mongolian? And he began to explain to me about a Mongolian. And as he was explaining, I could kind of remember because we had encyclopedias. And our bookshelf was like in the closet. And I would go sit in the closet and read. I come from a family of readers. Yeah, all kind of encyclopedias, all different kind. So I went again. I was grown, had my own apartment. So I went again to Frankie's house, and I got the book of Mongolians, and I began to read it. And wow, it was so different. Being older, being in my 20s, my early 20s, being in my early 20s, I probably was 20, and reading that stuff again, from reading it as a child, it meant so much more to me. Now, with my people, because the Mongolians, they are Moabites too, right? So, maybe even some Ammonites mixed in with the Moabites, they become Mongolians. Now, before the Moabites, the people begin to turn pink, we were Moabites. Once they begin to turn pink, they turned into Chinese. We were ITES. Now we go into E's. That means totally different, two different words. So in the word China is CIA. One of the men in China, in the 13 names, they're 13 or 14. Depends on what you find and what are you reading and all that kind of shit. Let's go to his name is Lai. It is L-I. See if I can find it now. Wrong O. The 13 F-A-I. Check this out. L-I-E-S. They are lies. You see that? They are famous people. They are famous people, but they are also liars. See, they are famous lies. So many famous lies. And there's your eye, your nose, and your other eye. Wow. They have their face all up in other people's shit. Enter. See, now Google is getting this door. She is afraid to give me something. This has started since I started just running my mouth, just talking shit. I have to click that to get what I need. The lie bloodline shown below in two different styles. Hospitals were reported at 85 million United States dollars. Wow. United States dollars with this word. And Fortune. And there is your magazine. And who? Fortune magazine. I told you. You get the magazine. It makes you feel happy. People were so happy. Now, see? I do not even have to open up any codes. Chinese lie family. They are a liar. a liar. I went to see them close. I found them. Oh, and when I found them, I was like, you nasty motherfuckers, you. See? What is going on? Families of Shanghai. Lai Wan holds back tears as she recalled the night her sister Lai Nai was killed in a Delhi stampede. China, Friday, January 2nd, 2050. Oh my God, she just lost her sister. Wow, you see? But what is her name? I don't know. See, I don't go outside of the United States of the English language dealing with the science of how to remember only on certain things. And the reason I only go to China and see, because China is INA, and it used to be mobile. I am in mobile. My name is BITINA, and it is CHI. I come from Chicago. I also know Chai is life. It is the child, and then CIA. And see, they fuck up when they put in the vowels, because this is mostly how I find them, because of the vowels, especially when they are close together. It says CIA. I would put the CAI. Now, even when I spell Chicago, the vowels, Jenkins would hit me in the back of my head because I live in Chicago, Illinois. Do you know how many vowels were in these words? And I would just take the vowels and put them there. They had the same amount of letters. I would mix up the vowels because at that time, no one knew that I was dyslexic when it comes to vowels, because there are no vowels in the Hebrew alphabet. You see? No one knew I was a Hebrew Israelite. I did not know. I was a child, like 5, 6, learning to spell where I lived. Do I hate Jenkins? Do I hate my father, the one who seed I am from? The seed of Jesse? Because Donald is the seed of Jesse. My Papa Jess, his name is Jesse Jenkins. And wow, did I find shit looking up my people. My folk, I am so sorry. My folk. No. When Jenkins was hitting me in the back of my head because I could not learn to put these vowels together, I got tired of it, so it had to be a way for me to learn to do this. And one thing Jenkins taught me, especially about Chicago. How do you spell Chicago? Chicken on a car won't go. That's how you spell Chicago. So I could spell Chicago. It didn't, still I would get the vowels mixed up. Yeah, and when he hit me in the back of my head, I think what he was doing was knocking the crust off my pineal gland. You know, I have told this story many times, and when I tell it, there are many facets to it. My daughter, they give her a toothache, and now they have taken out one tooth, and now they're taking out another, the same as they did mine. So, but back then when they started, she was like, no, they're not going to take my teeth, I'm not going to give them my teeth. She fought for her teeth as long as she could, but you cannot fight that, which is invisible. It's just really hard when no one else can see it, and everyone act like it is not there. Even those who see it act like it is not there. So she gets on and she looks for something for her teeth. So give me a minute.